Thanet writers meet Penny Tigerlily Lane. I'm Sansby, and today I'm sat with performance art poet and event host Penny Lane. Hello. Thanks for joining us. So you've been running the Dead Island Poetry Society event for some time now. I think we're into the third, fourth year.
Yeah, like about 3.5 years.
It's somewhere in that. I think I saw the birthday announcement a little while ago.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Facebook, I'd have absolutely no idea, to be honest.
How do you sum up the ethos of the night?
Well, and I mean this in no disrespect to any poetry night that isn't run by me, because there's some amazing ones, like Soul Foods, the streets on it, it's just fucking to die for. Am I allowed to swear?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Yeah, sorry, am I allowed to swear? Sorry. But and the chocolate cafe slam stuff that Alex Velis is doing, and I've seen the Antwerp is doing other things. That's not plugging out. They're great, and I really like the energy of them. But there's so many poetry nights where it just feels like a lot of middle class people saying middle class things about very middle of the lane stuff, and it's all very quiet, and and that's kind of not what poetry is to me. I think poetry should be about the beat poets that used to just all get together and just get really smashed, and it doesn't matter if you're a musician or if you're we get people who aren't writers, we get rappers, we get people that just wrote some stuff down. One of my favourite performances was a friend of mine who wrote a poem to take the mick out of me for my wanky poetry, and it's one of the best poems I've ever heard. It's so annoying, but there was I've had there was a young doctor who was sort of in the pub all day getting a bit smashed with his girlfriend. They were both so lovely, and he'd written a poem about all the cuts, and he'd never written anything before that, and he maybe might never write anything since then, but everyone just it didn't matter that he wasn't this famous person, and I really like that. So yeah, that's the ethos. Wine and just talking about stuff, not very formatted, but a whole lot of laughs.
So your first collection has come out.
Yeah.
Never Later through Eastern Beards.
Yeah. Great publishing company.
What's inspired that collection?
Well, everything. I think everything that I write is just to be completely frank. I was having a lot of trouble in a relationship, and we were breaking up and getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. And so internally, I was all over the place. And I just I had one day where I wrote 3 poems, and I was oh shit, I forgot that I could do that. And then it kind of just all came pouring out. So yeah, thank you to my ex-boyfriend for inspiring a book.
I think a lot of the poetry that we've heard previously, very little of that is collected and still awaiting a future volume.
Yeah.
You actually started working on your next one.
I have actually, yeah. I've got the name of it. Am I allowed to say the name? Is that too bougie? So it's called "And the Rest Is Rust and Stardust," which for literary workers like myself. Well, no, that's a line from Lolita. The theme of this book has been words that we don't have an exact translation of, or that we don't have a word for in our language. A lot of the words are European weather. And the theme for the next book is cultural things that have inspired me. Not inspired by Lolita or anyone starts worrying, but I love Stranger Things. One of the poems about it's about the upside down. I shouldn't say anymore because I want people to buy the book. but it's kind of just happening now. I can't really stop it.
Yeah. You've triggered it.
Yeah.
It's obviously the title of the book itself. Nothing about her. It's one of those words.
It is. It means one who is constantly within a daydream or cloud walker. And growing up, I've always been Penny's got her head in the clouds, or the amount of times I just stare into space and thinking about I don't know, so shocking a human being thinking, but I'm concentrating on something, thinking about playing a little movie of my life in my head. And so clicking their fingers in front of my eyes. So, oh sorry, yeah, I was just thinking of parallel universes and stuff, like, leave me be, it's fine. Like, just think what would have happened if, Hitler got into art school, like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, on my school reports, it's always, talks too much, always daydreaming, doesn't pay attention. It's like, I'm paying attention to just, like, a different thing.
Yeah.
So,
I think it very much sums what being a poet is all about.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. I really like that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
One of the influences of the book and yourself as a person very much involved in the very heavy left politics, feminism, and equality. How has that sort of influenced the collection?
Well, I don't know if it's really that possible to be a female writer, especially now, without there being a feministic undertone. Whether you identify as a feminist or not, though, any woman that doesn't identify as a feminist is a fucking moron. Like in Pokemon, no, I was about to say no offense, but then actually no, I don't mind offending those people. That Pokemon thing, oh no, it hurts, it's helping confusion.
Yeah.
But it's Sylvia Plath is always referred to as a feminist poet, even though I don't think feminism was necessarily a theme in her, but I don't think that there was I try not to make my poetry political, my whole life is political, so that's kind of like a relief from that, but I don't think that I don't think it's possible to keep your own personal beliefs out of, it'd be dishonest to not, so that, so I don't know if it's possible for me to not be a feminist writer as a human woman living in 2017, but yeah, I think that the being left wing is about the desire to connect with people. I think that is that empathy with everyone, and I think that being a poet is also about trying to communicate and trying to connect. That's where we all just shout into the fucking void, hoping someone goes, "Oh yeah, me too."
Yeah.
And luckily, we find each other, and that that happens. But I think that's how. I think they're just two different words for the same thing, kind of. If that makes sense.
Penny's book, Nephilim, is available online and in print. My thanks to Penny Lane for joining me. I've been Sansby. Thank you very much.